Hello, my name is Nathan Sharp, and today I'll be discussing the arch of the Sydney Harbour Bridge. It is located in Sydney, Australia. It was completed in 1932. What makes it significant is its single arch. You can tell from the picture. At the time, it was the longest arch outside the U.S. Today, it's the seventh largest in the world, and it had a span 1,650 feet. It is considered a through arch, meaning the deck runs through runs through the center of the arch. Some important characteristics to know: it was designed after the Hellgate Bridge of New York City. It's almost a complete replica. It's only just a few feet longer than it. It took its 9 years to complete, and probably the most important thing is its use of silicon steel. At the time, most steel was a plain carbon milled steel, and so the use of the silicon is almost considered like a precursor to modern day steel design. While it's a very, very small percentage, it is roughly estimated to have a strength of about 1.3 times that of steel of its era. So now I want to talk about the construction of the arch. The arch itself, the construction only lasted about 2 years. And as you can tell from the pictures, what they did was they cantilevered out from each end of the shores. And so they were able to accomplish this by they had to create these large U-shaped tunnels that went down into the embankment, and they had these massive cables, and they'd run from the top, the end of the beam, essentially, down into it and hold it in position. And so as they wholly came together, the arch is considered a two-pin arch, but to complete it, they basically essentially had to have a third temporary, what I consider a third temporary pin. And so what this allowed them to, attach the gusset plates and things and get it into place. And so when they removed it, it almost gave a small gap there, which was obviously planned for, which as the bridge expands and contracts, it just has space to do so. Next, I want to talk about the analysis of the arch. As you look here at this free body diagram, you'll see 4 reactions, and so as a class, we're really only armed with the 3 equations of equilibrium, and so we have four unknowns, 3 equations. As basis, this arch, this two-pinned arch, is statically indeterminate, and that's for all two-pinned arches. And so, obviously, beyond the scope of this class, you can find all the reactions and things, but that's beyond our knowledge. But if you really want to know, each pin has a max capacity of about 20,000 tons. So in conclusion, what makes this historical, what makes this special, this arch, is its use of its silicon steel. Like I said, it's almost a precursor to modern day steel design. How they constructed it, the cantilevered ends, how they were able to come together and create essentially this third temporary pin. And lastly, the structural analysis for our class, knowing to be able to represent here and understand how this was statically indeterminate at its basis. And so I want to thank you for your time today, and I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.